اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق وخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بحق وهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره مقداره العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما. الحمد لله رب العالمين. أفضل الصلاة وتم تسليما على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ورضي الله تعالى عن سادات التابعين علماء عاملين وأئمة أربعين مجتهدين مقلديهم إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This is part 5 of the Mukhtasar al-Akhdari, the Fiqh of Imam Malik, the Fiqh of Imam Malik ibn Anas, going over the part 5 of the Mukhtasar al-Akhdari of Imam Sheikh Abdur Rahmaan al-Akhdari. And this is the chapter or the section on the things that nullify wudu. Faslu nawaqisu wudu'i wudu'i ahdathu wa asbabu. Alright? فأحدث بول وغائط وريح ومضع وودع وأسباب نوم ثقيل وإخماس والسكر وجنون وقبلة ولمس مرأة إن قصاد للذنت أو وجدها ومسه ذكري بباطن كفي بباطن أصابعي ومن شك في حدث وجب عليه وضوء إلا أن يكون موسوسا فلا شيء عليه ويجب عليه غسل ذكر كله من المري ولا يغسل أنثيين ومدع هو ماء خارج عند الشهوات سكر وتفك بتفك كور أو نظار أو غيره. And what the things that things which nullify wudu are two. One is direct nullifiers, which is filth, ahadath, and the causes of what nullifies wudu, asbab. The al-hadath are 5. 1, urination. 2, defecation. 3, passing wind. 4, maddi. And 5, wadi. The asbab are 7. And one of the 7, it has a number of categories. But this particular category is mentioned only as a asbab because it's definite that you have to make wudu. The first one, which is heavy sleep. Now, in sleep, there's categories of sleep. You have a light, heavy sleep, which breaks the wudu. You have a light sleep that does not break the wudu. You have a heavy sleep that breaks the wudu. These categories are heavy sleep that you don't know what's going on. You can't hear anything. You're actually asleep. You're dreaming. A light, heavy sleep is that you're sleeping light, and you cannot make out. You can hear things, but you cannot make out what is being said. You can't make out what is being talked about. Like, say you go to sleep at Jummah and you listening to the khutbah. You don't know the topic of the khutbah. You don't know what the khutbah was about. You can't hear. You can hear something, but you don't know what it is. That's a light, heavy sleep. You have to make wudu. And then you have a light sleep, almost equivalent to resting your eyes. All right. Also, the sleep consists of whether you're resting up against something or you're supporting yourself while you're sitting, like in your hands touching the floor. Then you're considered to be sleep. You have to make wudu. Unconsciousness. This unconsciousness is not the same as sleep. It's not the same as sleep. You just go unconscious, like you get knocked out or whatever, or your body shuts down. You're asleep, but you're out of it. Intoxication. Intoxication is anything that makes the mind alter, whether it's pills, marijuana, alcohol, anything that intoxicates. One loses insanity, right? It breaks the wudu. The insanity, insanity, you always have to make wudu. Kissing is the fifth. Now, the kissing that breaks your wudu is not just a peck on the lips or a peck on the forehead. The kissing is the kissing that leads up to pleasure. Leads up to pleasure or experiencing pleasure. Or the kissing that is a part of foreplay. This breaks the wudu. Touching is also touching a woman if pleasure was intended or found. It's in categories. One, like it mentioned, touching a woman if you intend pleasure or if you find pleasure. Touching a woman if you didn't intend pleasure but you found it. Touching a woman if you intended pleasure and you didn't find it. All them types of touching, it breaks the wudu. Touching the penis with the white part of your hand, the inside of your hand, or the sides of your hand, where the white part is, that of your fingers, that breaks the wudu. Mind you, here in this text, it gives you only what is definite. It doesn't go over the categories like other text does. If a person is in doubt about a hadith, about him, he must perform wudu, meaning that he thought he had wudu, he thought he made wudu earlier, and salat is in, and he not sure if he still have it. He has to make wudu. This is unless he has consistent doubt, which is classified. They translate waswasa as consistent doubt. Then, in which case, he does not have to do anything. Meaning that if he doubt that he have it, he remember that he did make it, a salat went past, then this individual, he has wudu. He can pray with that wudu. But the best thing for that individual that has consistent waswasa to do, if he wants to maintain in following the sunnah, he just make a wudu again, make a fresh wudu. A person that makes wudu every time he finish using the hammam, relieving themselves consistently every time, then they're gonna always have wudu, right? They're not gonna be in any doubt about it. And then the one who has emission, Mahdi. Mahdi and Wadi is different. Mahdi, you don't have to make ghusl. Wadi is you have to make ghusl. Mahdi is you have to wash the entire penis if experiences Mahdi, right? Mahdi, you know what I'm saying? It clarifies emission occurs when minor pleasure by thinking, looking, or the like. Also, Maddie can emit from the penis through your urine. Ali ibn Abi Talib, Karamallahu wajha, he used to have this issue to where when he would urinate, Maddie would come out. So he would wash the whole penis, right? He didn't have to make ghusl. So wadi is sperm. Wadi is sperm, and so you sperm ejaculation from pleasure, sexual pleasure, from cohabitation. From where you are out of ritual, and you are ritual impurity. When you're a janoob, you know what I'm saying? When you are out of ritual impurity, you're filthy. That's janoob. So that, and you only janoob after sexual pleasure, or after, if anyone does this stuff, pleasuring themselves, masturbation or whatever, you're janoob at that point. There's other categories on those who have to make ghusl and who don't have to make ghusl, but that's in a later, that's in a much advanced text than this one. This is basically a beginner's text. So this completes the section on what nullifies wudu. There's other things that will nullify wudu as well. Like, a woman, she has wudu, and she's not on her haid. She's not on her haid, on her cycle, and she wears nail polish and toe polish. The toe polish and nail polish they have some that water can penetrate through, but we're not dealing with something that water can penetrate through. Our ulama, they haven't made a ruling in regards to that. So because of that, we stick to what is the tradition. Nail polish and fingernail polish is not natural on the body. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not create that on you. So a woman who is not in her on her haid, and she wearing nail polish and shoe polish, and she got her nails done and toes done, and she tries to make wudu to pray, the wudu is not valid, period. However, the woman who's on her haid, she's not gonna make wudu anyway. So if she chooses to wear fingernail polish and nail polish and all this type of stuff, is fine, because she can't pray, can't touch the Quran or anything. So this is one of the issues that many women have. They can pray, but they still will wear these things that beautify themselves. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulil kareem. Ameen.